This is a unique moment. Caitlin Clark did for the WNBA what Wayne Gretzky did for the NHL when he went to the LA Kings. It's okay. Take a victory lap. You don't have to go, oh my God, these people are mad or this person's mad.
This is a unique moment for women's basketball. Caitlin Clark has done for the WNBA what Wayne Gretzky did for the NHL when he joined the LA Kings. It's a game changer. Patrick is telling the WNBA, take a victory lap. There's no need to overthink it or worry about what critics have to say. And let's be real, Dan Patrick isn't holding back. He's calling out all the negative reactions to Clark's recognition as Time's Athlete of the Year.
Caitlin Clark changed the WNBA. It's okay. It's okay to say that. You're not diminishing what the fathers of the WNBA did. You're not. She's the Time Person of the Year. That's all.
And he's got the evidence to back it up. So, why is the WNBA acting like Clark's success is something to be upset about? Patrick says it's okay to recognize that Caitlin Clark has changed the WNBA. Celebrating her accomplishments doesn't diminish the league's history or the work of the pioneers who came before her. She's the Time Person of the Year for a reason, and there's no need to downplay that. Patrick's support for Clark is standing out in a big way. He's not just talking about sports, he's making a statement, and it's getting people's attention. He's been vocal in defending Clark against the criticism she's been facing.
Is it the new WNBA commissioner who suggested that the entire WNBA should have been on the cover of the Time magazine honor for Caitlin Clark, Marvin?
It was the owner of the Washington Mystics.
Oh, okay. Yep. So I don't know who this person is, but felt like if you're going to celebrate the WNBA, why not celebrate it with everybody in the WNBA or some of the bigger stars and Caitlin?
To fame being so rapid. 1 minute, she's hitting three-pointers for Iowa, and the next, she's the face of women's basketball. With that fame, however, comes a lot of scrutiny. One of Clark's biggest critics is Sheila Johnson, co-owner of the Washington Mystics. Johnson didn't hold back, suggesting that the entire WNBA should have been celebrated on the cover of Time, not just Clark. She felt that the whole league should get recognition for the talent it brings to the table, not just one star. But while some are criticizing Clark's rise, the question remains.
The WNBA is the League of the Year because of all the talent that we have. Because when you just keep singling out one player, it creates hard feelings.
Is her success causing so much tension within the league? Is it about tradition, jealousy, or a fear of change? Whatever the reason, Patrick's message is clear. Caitlin Clark is leading the way, and the WNBA should celebrate that, not fight it. When you keep focusing on just one player, it can cause some hard feelings. Johnson even suggests
Time's Person of the Year. It's not the People of the Year. It was a Person of the Year. Can't we just acknowledge Caitlin Clark changed the WNBA? That's it. It's okay. You want to throw in Angel Reese. You want to throw the memory of Cheryl Miller or Cynthia Cooper. Like, it's a win. We got to...
WNBA should have been recognized instead of Caitlin Clark for Time's Athlete of the Year. He argued that the league's talent as a whole should be celebrated, rather than singling out one player. According to him, highlighting just Clark creates unnecessary tension. But here's where it gets interesting. Dan Patrick isn't buying into that mindset. He's calling out the WNBA and its critics, urging them to embrace Clark's success. Patrick says, take a victory lap, the league won.
Enjoy the coverage. It's a win. Stop making excuses for Caitlin Clark's greatness and what she did something different than anybody else in the WNBA. The history of the WNBA with the way she plays.
Clark's achievements instead of downplaying them. Patrick's point is clear. Caitlin Clark is the Person of the Year, and she deserves that recognition. He believes it's time to acknowledge that she's changed the WNBA. Patrick is adamant that Clark isn't just a standout player, she's fundamentally transformed the game. It's not just about her skills on the court, which are impressive, but about the attention and excitement she's bringing to the league. Patrick argues that the WNBA should be celebrating this moment, not making excuses for
the league won. But every time we think there's a win, there's somebody who brings something else up. And it's unfortunate. It's like when Tiger joined the PGA Tour. Did we say, oh, Times, man of the year? Well, you can't have Tiger on there. We have to have everybody on there.
But don't think this settles the debate. The controversy around Clark's rise is just beginning. Discussions are heating up about everything from her playing style to the broader issues of privilege in sports. As the arguments intensify, one thing's clear: the WNBA is at a crossroads, and Caitlin Clark is right at the center of it all. Clark's success is causing a divide within the league. Some are embracing her star power, while others are pushing back. So, why is her rise threatening to so many? The WNBA is more divided than ever. On one side, you've got the veterans clinging to tradition, worried about paying dues and how things have always been done. On the other, there's a new generation of players and fans ready to embrace the fresh, exciting style of basketball Clark is introducing. And here's the kicker: her success is bringing in fans who've never watched the WNBA before, which is incredible for the league. But some still can't seem to fully embrace the change. It's a wild time, and the WNBA...
Yeah, the reason why we watching women's basketball is not just because of one person, it's because of me too, and I want y'all to realize.
Big decision to make. Will they embrace this new wave of excitement, or will they let internal divisions hold them back? The stakes are higher than ever, and Caitlin Clark is leading the way. Some WNBA veterans and owners...
There's a difference between great players and phenomenons. No one ever said Caitlin Clark wasn't... no one ever said there weren't ever great players before Caitlin Clark. There was never phenomenons, not in my lifetime, with women's basketball. And I went to UConn, so I've seen plenty of great players, but nobody's ever moved the needle in my lifetime like this.
But wait, there's more. While some are throwing shade, Clark's teammates and younger players are all about that Clark energy. Lexi Brown from the Los Angeles Sparks straight up called out the haters, saying it's absolutely insane to downplay Clark's impact when teams are literally moving games to bigger arenas because of her.
Like Caitlin Clark's success is a personal affront. They're going on about collective effort and how basketball isn't just about one player. Sure, we know that women's basketball isn't just about one person, but let's be real, Clark's impact is undeniable. Yes, there are other talented players, but is any of them as generational as Clark?
Let's start with Clark's Indiana Fever teammates. They're not just supporting her, they're celebrating her. Lexi Hull couldn't contain her excitement, gushing about Clark's impact on the game. Aaliyah Boston, another rising star, has been right there beside Clark, cheering her on every step of the way. Even veteran player Temi Fagbenle has shown nothing but love for the young superstar, all of them showing their love for Caitlin's recent accomplishments. But the support doesn't stop at team boundaries. Clark's best friend, Kate Martin, has been her rock through this whirlwind of success. Close friends Cameron Brink and Sabrina Ionescu have been vocal about their admiration for Clark's achievements. Gabby Marshall and Jade Jones, girlfriend of NBA star Tyrese Halliburton, have even encouraged her to consider modeling.
Great players who came before her, there's always been talent. But Caitlin Clark is a phenomenon. In my lifetime, no one has moved the needle in women's basketball like she has, and I went to UConn, so I've seen plenty of great players. But while some are throwing shade, Clark's teammates and younger players are all in on her success. Lexi Brown from the Los Angeles Sparks called out the critics, pointing out that it's crazy to downplay Clark's impact when teams are literally moving games to bigger arenas because of her. Clark's support is overwhelming. Her teammates on the Indiana Fever aren't just backing her, they're celebrating her. Lexi Hull has been vocal about how Clark is changing the game. Aaliyah Boston, another rising star, is right there cheering her on.